Hello and welcome to Mile High Reefers. I'm Scott Anderson and you guys requested it, so here it is, the overview of all the fish in my 210 gallon reef tank. I have 20 fish in my reef tank, and I really love the analogy that this is like a play. The aquascape and the coral are the background, and that needs to be beautiful. But the fish and the other living animals that move throughout it are like the actors. So let's look at the actors within my epic tale. In my opinion, every reef tank needs clownfish, and my tank has 4. These are Ocellaris clownfish, the oldest of which is Nemo, who I bought 11 years ago. He's my very first saltwater fish, and he's still with me today, which is really cool. One interesting thing about my clownfish is they don't live in an anemone. I have a lovely rose bubble tip in the tank, but my 4 Ocellaris clownfish love to host this massive Squamosa Clam. I've also got 3 Blue-Green Chromis in this tank. I love Blue-Green Chromis, the oldest of which is 5 years old, and the 2 smaller ones are about 3.5 years old. So once you get these guys past the first couple months, these guys can be really long-lived in the aquarium. Now, I've only got 3, and I would love to get my hands on about 20 more of these. If I can convince my wife that that's a good use of our bio load, I think it'd be a really cool effect to have a large school of Blue-Green Chromis in my 210. In this tank, there are 3 Banggai Cardinals. Banggai Cardinals are some of the coolest looking fish, but they're not real exciting to watch. They just kind of hang out all day. I got mine about 4 years ago, and I've got 2 males and 1 female. It's a cool thing to watch because they do breed. They'll brood the eggs in their mouth, and you'll see the big fat mouth, and they're doing really well after all this time. They started off as little baby juvenile fish, and now they're big, beautiful, mature Banggai Cardinals. Love these guys. The only downside to these guys is they only eat frozen food. After 4 years, they've got no interest in pellets. For the most part, I've stayed away from damsels in the reef tank. My exception will be this Azure Damsel. The Azure Damsel, by reputation, is much less aggressive than most of the other damsels out there, and that's been exactly my experience with this blue and yellow guy. He has done just so well in this tank. No aggression, no nothing out of him. Beautiful fish, inexpensive and not aggressive. I love it. The only wrasse in this tank is my Christmas wrasse, and I've had this fish for about 2 years now, and it's done really well. When I bought it, it was this little tiny wrasse, and now it's really grown and gotten big and beautiful. I love this fish. It swims all over the tank. It's beautiful to watch, and really it adds a lot of character to the tank. It's shown no aggression to anybody. It's been super healthy, never had a problem with it. I'm really happy with this guy. What my tank is best known for are the tangs, and this tank has 8 of them. Now, 8 tangs in a tank is a difficult thing to achieve, because when you start adding multiple tangs together, you have a risk of them fighting. Aggression is a big deal with tangs, so it took a lot of time, a lot of effort, but I got it right, and I have to say the outcome is spectacular. The first tang I ever bought was my Blue Tang Rinkins, and I've had this fish for about 4 years. This fish was a bit of a struggle. It was my first tang, so there's a big learning curve to tangs. You gotta learn what to feed them. But what killed me was ick. This fish has had ick 3 or 4 times and has been able to battle it off. Now, anybody who wants to get tangs really should have a quarantine tank set up before they buy tangs. Could you imagine buying a fish like this and losing it due to something like ick or marine velvet? It just isn't worth it. The next tang I purchased is my Yellow Tang Pinky, and health-wise, this fish has done so much better than the Blue Tang. This is a Zebrasoma. Now, what happened with this fish is I've had him for about 4 years, but about 2 years ago when I introduced my purple tang, everything went fine. Then one day this yellow tang snapped, and I had to figure out how I was going to get him back into the tank. Long story short, he spent months in the frag tank while I introduced new fish and prepared him for his reintroduction. And here's that purple tang that Pinky the Yellow Tang decided he just wanted to kill. And as you can see, today it's doing great. He lives there with the Yellow Tang and everything is fine. Along with this purple tang, I've got another one in the tank. I've actually got two in the tank. And I really don't recommend multiple Zebrasomas to anybody. One of the best rules of thumb with tangs is only one genus or one fish of one genus per tank. You want to start breaking rules, it gets much harder. It's what I did, it can be done, but it's not easy. And then there's the yellow Eye Kole Tang. This fish is like that guy at work that gets along with everybody, and he's got a great personality, but is a workaholic. This little fish gets along with everybody, but it eats all the little algae. This guy's almost a member of my cleanup crew. He does a great job. He spends his whole day picking at the rock, clearing everything out. He's a fantastic fish. I absolutely adore this guy, and he's been in this tank for about a year. And then there's everybody's favorite, the powder blue tang. This fish is one that I got from another reefer at a very reduced rate because it had egg. I treated the fish with copper, I brought it around, and now look at it. It is a beautiful fish that has grown well in my tank and has done really well. These fish have a reputation for being bullies. When this fish first went in, he beat on the Desjardini, which is probably the biggest fish in the tank. And yet, over time, they become friends. He's become a model citizen, and I would emphasize the model part because this is a beautiful fish. If you've watched my tank, you've seen two big fish in this tank, and that is the Vlamingi and the Desjardini. This is the Vlamingi. The Vlamingi I bought about a year ago, and it was the size of the yellow Eye Kole Tang. And it has quadrupled in size, and it's already the longest fish in the tank. And it's absolutely exquisite, but if you look at it, it's not brightly colored or anything. That's because it's still a juvenile. This fish is gonna more than double in length. He's a gentle giant with the potential to even outgrow my 210 gallon tank. I hope he doesn't. I hope I can keep him for years. I've always wanted one of these fish, and the adults are absolutely beautiful. Last but certainly not least is the Desjardini Tang. This is a type of Sailfin Tang, and the Desjardinis, in my opinion, are just some of the most beautiful out there. This fish is cool because it will actively change colors throughout the day. I mean, within seconds it can change its color. It's amazing. And it is just an exquisite fish. And unlike the other Zebrasomas in this tank, it doesn't get caught up in the Zebrasoma squabbles. It's a gentle giant. It is a wonderful grazer. This is easily one of the big show fish in this tank. And there we have it. That's the full fish stocking for my 210 gallon tank. I really like where this tank is at. I'm at the point where I need to replenish some of the smaller fish. I need some more Blennies. Like I said earlier, I'd like to get some more Chromies, some Gobies. That'd be some really nice stuff to add to it. But as it is, today, I'm really happy with it. Thank you for watching this episode of Mile High Reefers. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.